Okay, here we go. This is Marc Scibilia, and you're watching GRAMMY Pro.
Hey, Mark.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi, Paul.
Tell me, how did you become a performer? What, was it in your background?
I was a performer since the first day at school. I was a performer.
Yeah.
I learned how to sleep with my eyes open, and how to somehow graduate without getting the best of grades.
Yeah.
Or doing any homework.
Yeah, you
ever.
and me both.
So those were my greatest performances. Yeah. These are just much easier.
Yeah, that's good. So you grew up in Buffalo before relocating to Nashville. What prompted the move?
Well, I was in my guidance counselor's office at in my high school, and she knew that I played music. I was spending a lot of my time doing that, and as I mentioned, not doing really anything else in school. And she said to me sarcastically one day, she called me down to her office. She said, "What are you going to do? Move to Nashville and write songs?" And I thought it sounded like a good idea. So that was one of the beginnings of the inspiration to move there. I knew it was cheaper than New York, and I didn't really know I didn't really know anyone in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I knew like one or two people here in Nashville, so that's kind of what brought me here.
So your guidance counselor actually did her job, basically.
She did her job, basically. Yes. No, we're good friends now. She's a sweet lady. She just wanted the best for me.
So what's it like being a singer-songwriter in Nashville? Is it challenging at times as the market is inundated with talent?
Gosh, I think probably no matter what you do for a living, it's challenging. I mean, people go in coal mines for a living. That's challenging. I could wake up at noon if I wanted.
Yeah.
I wake up at 7, but no, it's fine. I love what I do. It's a good place to do it because there's a lot of good friends to be made.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that want to help you with what you do and help you become the artist that you are along the way.
Yeah. When I saw this question, to me, I thought, well, man, Nashville's like the perfect place to be a singer-songwriter because I feel like everybody's so supportive.
Yes.
And when someone wins, it lifts the whole bar.
Totally.
As opposed to like, I'm going to claw over you to the top.
Exactly.
So go Nashville. So you're more folk rock than country. Does that give you an advantage being in Nashville to be doing something a tad different than what the city's known for? Yeah,
I think I never really have thought about it, but it seems to be a good place to do it. I think honestly here the best part about it is there's just real estate to do it. There, if you're in New York, you have a 2 square foot apartment and you probably can't have a dog. Yeah. And I want a dog. So yeah.
That's awesome. So in 2012, you released your self-titled EP. Tell us about the process of making that record or that EP, and who did you collaborate with?
Yeah, I think that was a special time for me. I did that EP at a studio that I own just down the street, and it was I got to work with some of my favorite musicians. Guy Chad Cromwell, great drummer, and then just one of my favorite musicians and people and bass players, Michael Rhodes, who's actually here today. Yeah. Michael's been a huge influence on me, and particularly on like my musicianship and like how I take seriously like learning how to play instruments and learning a lot about them. So that was really great. That was a great time in life. And Jason Lenning produced. Awesome. That with me, and that record was really about being in the studio with a band and not really changing anything. I think we cut the whole thing to a tape machine. I don't think I really overdubbed any vocals. That was all about like the live performance. Yeah. The record that I'm working on now, or the record that's done now, really isn't about that. My music now really isn't about those types of same things, but a lot of those things are still at the heart of my music, where it's like a true performance is what should be the guiding light and the guiding force of like the creative process.
Yeah. That's good.